In this lesson, we'll be practicing with coordinate graphing. This activity meets the requirements for TEKS 611A. Thomas drew a straight line on a coordinate plane, then shaded part to represent the land he was farming. So it appears by looking at this coordinate plane that Thomas is farming the area inside the shaded portion of the coordinate plane. Quadrant 1, most of quadrant 2, none of quadrant 3, and just some of quadrant 4. Which coordinate pair represents a point in the shaded part of the coordinate plane? Well, it looks like what we're going to need to do is take a look at each answer choice and graph those ordered pairs. So starting with A, -3, 1. Well, let's zoom in a little bit. -3, 1. If I start at the origin and I go left to -3 and up to 1, it looks like I'm just short of the line. I'm still not in the shaded area. So not A. B says 3, -4. 3, -4. I start at the origin, I go right to 3 and down to -4. And we are not in the shaded portion of the coordinate plane, so not B. C says 0, 0, the origin. And in fact, if we plot the origin, we see that it is in the shaded area. So chances are our answer is going to be C. But let's try D just to be sure. D says -8, 3. We start at the origin, go left to -8, and up to 3, and we are still not in the shaded area. So it does look like the correct answer is going to be answer choice C, which was the origin. So we'll choose C. Which coordinate pair best represents point R on the coordinate grid below? Point R is right here at our red dot. When I look at the layout of this quadrant 1 of a coordinate plane, I notice there's a lot of space between 0, 1, 2, and 3. In fact, I see here, here, and here, then 1, here, here, and here, then 2, here, here, and here, then 3. And the same thing occurring going up the y-axis as well. What I notice is these points at my red arrows appear to be halfway between 0 and 1, 1 and 2, and 2 and 3, while these points appear to be the quarters, 1/4 and 3/4. So I have 0, 1/4, 2/4 or 1/2, 3/4, and then 1. 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, and 2, and so on. And the exact same thing is occurring going up the y-axis. So when I read this coordinate plane, I read it like this. To get to R, I go across the x-axis all the way to, it appears to be 1 1/2. And then up the y-axis beyond 1 to 1 1/4. So my answer appears to be x is 1 1/2 and y is 1 1/4, which appears to be answer choice D. Sarah listed the coordinates of 5 of the vertices of the hexagon below. These are the 5 ordered pairs. Each should be at a vertex, and we're going to graph them here in a minute. It appears as though the question is asking us to decide which of the 4 answer choices below is the missing vertex. Well, let's see what happens. The first point is at 4, 9. So we go to 4 and up to 9, and we find that's 4, 9. Then 6, 3. We go across the 6, up to 3. 6, 8. We go across to 6, up to 8. 8, 5. We go across to 8 and up to 5. 3, 4. We go across to 3, up to 4. So that means the one that's missing, this spot right here, looks like it's over 2 and up 7. A appears to be our answer. 7, 4. 7, 4 would be here. That's not a vertex, so that's not it. 5, 8 would be here. That's not a vertex, so that's not it. 3, 8 would be here. That's not a vertex. That's in the middle of the line segment. So therefore, answer choice A is looking pretty good. A coordinate grid is shown below. Which ordered pair describes a point that is located 4 units to the left of the origin and 2 units below the x-axis? So on a coordinate plane, you may remember that the quadrants are numbered counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Drawing the letter C around your coordinate plane would remind you the order you need to number those quadrants, counterclockwise. You might also remember that quadrant 1 is positive, positive. Quadrant 2 is negative, positive. Quadrant 3 is negative, negative. And quadrant 4 is positive, negative. This will help as you look at your answer choices. If we need to go left of the origin, that's this way, so that's negative, and below the x-axis, which is this way, which is also negative, then we're looking for an ordered pair that is negative, negative. Left for negative, down for negative. So let's see what we got. Do we see any negative negatives? I do at B. Negative 4, negative 2. Starting at the origin, negative 4, negative 2. And look where we are. Left of the origin and below the x-axis. Our answer is definitely B. 4, 2 for answer choice A would be positive, positive, right and up. Negative 4, 2 would be left and up, and we needed left and below. 4, negative 2 would be right and below, and we needed left and below. Our answer is definitely B. Which ordered pair is located in quadrant 2? Well, this question seems kind of odd because all the answer choices are simply letters, not ordered pairs. So it seems as though they've phrased this question a little oddly. They're really looking for which letter or point is located in quadrant 2. Well, here's the good thing. If you remember when we talked about how to number the quadrants, I told you that the coordinate plane starts with C. And if you simply drew a letter C around your coordinate plane, you would number the quadrants in the order that you drew the letter. In other words, you're starting up here at the upper right, so that's 1. And then as you make your way around the coordinate plane, here's 2. You come down and around, and here's 3. And then you finish your letter C right here at 4. So which point is in quadrant 2? It appears to be R, which is A. S is in quadrant 3. So that's not it. T isn't even in a quadrant. T appears to be on the x-axis. So that's not it. And U is down here in quadrant 4. Our answer is A, or point R. Which side of the pentagon is a segment that includes coordinate points 4, 3 and 3, 3? So it looks like we're going to have to graph these ordered pairs and then figure out which line segment they sit on. So if we go to 4, 3, we start at the origin, we go right 4 and up 3, right there. And if we go to 3, 3, we start at the origin, go right 3, up 3. So our 2 points appear to be on line segment UT. Is UT an answer choice? It sure is. Right here it's C. UV is way over here. UV is over here. We don't have any points on that line. ST over here. There's no points on that line either. And RS, that's way up here, and our points are not on that line segment. Both of our graphed coordinate points are on UT.